Well, hi there. Happy Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. Journal 316, T+370, I think. I mentioned before, I think, that we're just about complete when it comes to the audio version of Misfire, what to do when things aren't running on all cylinders. And I'm really excited. I got to listen to the first 4 chapters earlier today. And with the exception of one small glitch, which is really not a big problem. It's one missing page at the end of chapter 3, which we can get recorded and back in there. It's really good. Now, I don't know if you remember this or not, but when I first decided to do this project, the plan was to record it myself. And that would have been a tragedy after listening to a professional do his job and having a professional sound audio engineer, cut it and put it together. I can't even begin to imagine how badly I would have hacked that up. But it did remind me of something I did mention just the other day, and that's this really clear visual image I have of our daughter when she was very little, with her hand, basically talk to the hand out in front, looking up at us whenever she wanted to do something on her own and saying, "I do it myself." And basically telling us to screw off, just to, find something else to do and leave her alone because she was going to figure out how to get it done. And just so you know, she always did. And I guess that's just one more thing that we share in common. And that's that crazy desire to at least attempt doing things that we've never done before, and insisting that we can do it, and then finding a way to get it done. And the question there has to be, what do you learn when someone rushes to your aid and removes project responsibility from you? What have you gained? What lessons are there for you to internalize? How does that build character? How does that build determination? How does that help with discipline? And those are all legitimate questions. I think they're really important questions because some of those lessons are the most valuable because they're the hardest learned. What do you learn when you're deprived of the opportunity to struggle? Now, I know that sounds strange, but maybe not. Maybe not as strange as you think it is. I mean, I think that this critical need to deeply ingrain knowledge that you get from struggling through something, the awkwardness, the discomfort, the frustration, the anger, are all lessons that are critically important. So I'm going to ask you, what lessons did you ever learn from attempting something and succeeding it on your first attempt? I mean, we've all been there, I think. I mean, most of us have anyway. We've all attempted something and successfully accomplished whatever it was we were trying to accomplish. And I gotta wonder, looking back on my own experience, certainly, what great lessons were you able to garner from not having to struggle, from just breezing through something. Unfortunately, that was the experience I had in school when I was really young. I had an incredibly profound memory, and I was able to go ahead and regurgitate anything I was able to hear or see or read, almost verbatim. And that went on until I was actually critically ill. I mean, at one point, and suffered through a really high fever, and never realized what a curse or what a gift that ability was until it was gone. But I don't think it served me well, being able to do that. I think I would have been far better served if I had to really work hard to accomplish whatever it was I needed to accomplish, and instead of just finding, especially earlier in my life, some of those things so easy. I don't think it's a gift at all. However, that's a question I'd like you to, perhaps share. And I guess the kernel of that question is, what did you learn from success compared to the lessons that you've learned from failure? I can tell you for a fact that every lesson that I've learned that came out of struggle, that came out of hardship, that came out of difficulty, was a lesson that I'll never forget, and a lesson that served me far better in life than any other lesson that came easier. So let me know. I'd be really curious. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well, stay focused, stay sequestered, and take care. We'll be back again